Today on Scumfiles we're joined by Jamaal Johnson, the keyboard player from South London's buzzing and energetic ska and hip-hop band Bainbridge&Co. How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. Enjoying lockdown. How about yourself?
Yeah, all good, man. It's quite cool how the genre of ska is still going, because you guys are quite young as well, like kind of fresh faces on the scene, which is really awesome.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, a lot of because our parents were really into ska back in the day with like Madness and the Specials and stuff like that. And I don't know, I don't think there's too much ska these days, but it's nice to bring it back a little, I guess.
Yeah, right.
And we want to make dance music for people to dance to with live instruments, and ska just seems to be like the perfect answer to that. You know what I mean?
If you're not having a good time playing, listening to ska, then what can you do?
Yeah, exactly.
You're actually recording a 5-track EP during lockdown. How does that work?
So it's been difficult, to be honest, but just before it started, Martha and Sid, who they both drum in different songs, they went and recorded some drum tracks at a studio, and the rest of us have kind of all got setups with Logic. I've got a synth here, so we're all just trying to record our various bits and send them around and make it work.
Obviously, it's quite kind of tricky because there's so many of you as well.
Yeah, it is quite tricky. The first song has been logistically very hard, but now we've got that out of the way, I think we all kind of know how it works, and we'll be able to get the next few done quite quickly. So
when you and the band are together, what sort of stuff do you listen to?
To be honest, everyone has a very different music taste in the band, and I think that's the reason why our sound is so not one genre. So most of the band are quite into their guitar music, like rock, punk, post-punk, but then I've never really liked guitar music much. I've always been into world music, like jazz, Afro beats, hip hop, things like that. Sometimes we'll have a party night with the band, because there's 7 of us, like that's enough anyway, and it'll be like all sorts of like club tunes, and everyone will be bare drunk. But then often in the days, like the guitarist will have the aux, and he plays a lot of like blues and rock and roll and stuff like that. So it's really different, to be honest. But I like it like that.
Your most recent track, Rewind, what inspired that song?
Sid made this one. He's the bassist and guitarist sometimes, but he just looped the bass line. Like the bass line's so simple, but it's just got quite a nice feel to it. So he just looped that for ages. And at the start, when we used to play it, it was kind of even simpler. We just had an offbeat, and it was nice. It was a nice vibe. But then before one gig, we just decided to take it to a new level, like add in little funky bits, see that verse where he kind of speaks like he speaks rather than raps.
It's kind of Streets vibe, isn't it?
Yeah, that Streets kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think once we had developed it, then it felt song ready. Because before I was really against recording it. I thought it would be too boring. But yeah, we developed it, and it kind of just, it became complete by itself.
So the next question is kind of a hypothetical question. If you were to create like a Frankenstein band, not using any of your bandmates, usually go for like a 4-piece, keep it simple. You can choose anyone from now or history. Who would you choose? And you've got to be in it as well, obviously.
So I've got to be in it, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this would be great fun. Okay, so I know for sure on drums I'd have Tony Allen. He died the other day. I don't know if you know him, but he was like, I consider him like the best drummer ever. He kind of created Afro beats as a genre, and was just so sick. And he taught himself just like completely changed drumming. So I definitely have him as the drummer. Because I think it'd be interesting to have him doing kind of different music to what he usually did. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this because of all the controversy, but I'd have to have Michael Jackson as my front man.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think he's such a performer as well as just a singer. Like if you look at his shows, he like dances, like the crowd love him. Like he's got everything. So I think I'd have him as a front man, and then maybe like Nile Rodgers on guitar. So it'd be a sort of like funky pop band. You know what I mean?
Cool. Awesome.
It'd be sick.
There's another kind of hypothetical question for you. If you had to support any band from obviously now or history, who would you support on tour?
That's tough. I think I would want to support the Specials, but now I'd want to support them when they're in their prime. You know what I mean?
I think you guys would do really well supporting them, actually.
Yeah, like that's because they're kind of close to our sound, but our sound's also very different. They kind of are more pure ska, and I've just seen videos of their live shows and things back in the day, and they just look mental. Like that's the sort of thing that we want our shows to be like that. Like I think we've always been a band that's about our live shows, and like we try and make our live shows just like a party night for everyone, and then the recording and all the other parts are kind of secondary to us. So I think it'd be crazy if we went on tour with them. Like it'd be such a sick time.
So how do you think lockdown has affected you mostly, and what will gigs be like?
That's a good question. I mean, there's two sides of it. The first side, which is obviously quite sad, is that it's for all the independent venues which we play at, and like which a lot of the big bands come up off as well. Like so many of them are going to go bust after this because they've got nothing to support them. So that would be a real shame. I hope it doesn't affect it too much. And like, because around me, within 5-10 minutes, there's Windmill, Hootenanny, Off the Cuff, like which are all our favourite venues. So I'm hoping they can all stay open. But if they do, and if people manage to hold it together, then I think afterwards shows will be even crazier. I think this kind of lockdown has made people remember like the simpler things and so when everyone comes back out and like parties again, it will just be so much purer, you know what I mean? Everyone will be there just to have a good time. Like before lockdown, it was so muddy. You'd never know if people were there just because they love the music or because of this or that. So yeah, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good to have a nice cold pint in the Windmill again.
Crazy. Yeah, everyone will have the extra summer to make up for.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
So we're just going to end on one final question. You're going on a night out, and you've got to choose one drink, one city, and one bar to end up in.
Okay,
the
so
bar
the
and
drink
city doesn't have to be in the same place.
Okay. The drink, I would have to go for rum and Coke, just because even though I've had a lot of bad nights on it, so the taste might bring back some bad memories, but it's the drink that makes you dance, isn't it? So it'd have to be rum. Then the city, that's a hard one. Me and two members of the band before this lockdown started went to Goa. So it's not quite a city, it's more of a state, and they could only come for I'd been there for 3 weeks. They could only come for 5 days, and then we all had to come home because of Corona. No. But I think we got some unfinished business there, so that would be the city. Take some rum to Goa, and then the bar. That's a tough one. So it can be any bar around the world.
Yeah. Just your favourite bar that you want to end up in right at the end.
Yeah, no, I think Hootenanny. I'd like after a long night out in Goa, even the next day just chill, play a bit of pool, listen to some reggae. Yeah, that'd be sick actually.
Sweet. All right, well, it was lovely having you on, Jamaal. Really cool to hear about the band. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this EP. I can't wait to hear what it sounds like as well.
Oh, thank you very much, mate. Yeah, I'm excited as well to get it all done.
So, where can people find you on social media?
On Instagram and Facebook under Bainbridge&Co. And we got a YouTube channel as well, Bainbridge&Co, which has a couple of our singles on, and then also various videos from Boomtown and live shows. So yeah, check it out.
Nice one. Cheers, mate. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Yeah, sorry, I might have waffled a bit, but feel free to cut some of that out.
Don't worry, man.